Welcome back to another episode of Who Got the Aux Podcast. What's up, gang? That was good. Took a little break. Took a little rest. The holidays came, and I could have made content. Actually, I did. It's funny. I released. I'll put it in the video. I made a video about people not picking up their dog crap out of people's yards, and went very well. But I was surprised to find people still find something to complain about and come at me. I was like, wow, I thought we would all be against people purposely leaving dog crap in other people's yards, but people gonna find stuff to cry about. But I dropped that video, and I could have made content, but it was one of those things where, and I'm also gonna make another video because that's what I do, where we preach go, grind, don't sleep, yada yada yada. But in that same breath, you need rest. And rest can come in many different forms, right? Some people need to rest by sleeping. Some people need a mental break. Some people need to, detach, social media rest, whatever the case may be. But you want to rest just as much as you grind. I know that's the part that gets left out when we're trying to inspire people to go and chase their dreams and all that good stuff. But you want to rest. So I kind of just listened to my body, and I wasn't physically ill or mentally, but it just felt like I put out enough towards the end of the year. And I also wanted to see my work kind of work on its own, right? So I put out so much. I was literally putting out stuff every day since Thanksgiving, I think, almost. And I wanted to see what, let the work speak for itself. And it was cool. I got subscribers, I got followers, I got shares, without putting out anything or making any moves. So that just, even though it was small numbers, it just shows me that, all right, cool. Like, my content's out there and it's still, making an impact. But on top of that, I sat down, I came to the desk probably a couple of days before Christmas, and I remember just sitting there and I did my same routine, got ready, and I was just like, I just ain't feeling it. And not like in an uninspired way. I felt like it was just overkill. Like, I was just on your timelines, just everyday story, every day. So I was like, sometimes you got to take a break, let people, take in what you've been doing, maybe go seek you out, don't fatigue the people, and come back. So I was going to wait till next year, but I was like, I didn't want to do the cliche January 1st thing. So I figured, shoot a podcast a couple of days before the new year. So that is why, and look at me explain. That's why I haven't put out anything in 6 days. Like, I'm glad to be in that position to have that mindset. Cause 6 days for some people is a normal thing. But for me, it was like every day is how I like to put out stuff. So that was that. Holidays was great. Christmas was cool. I will say that I figured out the best way to enjoy Christmas or holidays in general. I had this thought, and then I put it into action and was able to prove myself right. So the best way, or the only way in my experience, is you have to be actively doing things related to said holiday, right? So for Christmas, for instance, my wife, she's Hispanic. They do these things called posadas. Well, I went to like 5 of them this year. And we drove, we drove to San Diego. It was like an hour drive. We drove somewhere else. It was like an hour drive, just back and forth. And what I realized was that ripping and running, that tiredness of being here and being there, but then enjoying the experience and glad that you came and all that, like, that's part of the holidays, or what we felt is nostalgic. Because think about it. Of course, most of us as adults will be like, man, I'm just trying to relax, chill, just relax. And that's cool. Like, some people need that. So, your life could be going in a way where you need to detach and be alone. Nothing's wrong with that. But I'm saying for those like me that was kind of like chasing that nostalgic feeling, like, man, Christmas don't feel like Christmas. You know how we get older and just assume it's our age. It's because a normal Christmas growing up wasn't just sitting at the house for most, or for some. For me, how about that? Because everybody got different lives. For me, it wasn't. A normal Christmas was waking up, opening gifts at home, getting dressed, going to grandmother's house, going to aunt's house, going here, seeing cousins, going to a parade, doing gingerbread houses, having plays at school, dressing up, half days, wearing ugly sweaters. That was the events. So if you just get older and just be like, oh, I'm just going to chill, or I'm going to go camping, or I'm just going to go to the beach, nothing's wrong with that. But I'm saying that's why you may feel like you're not getting that nostalgic feeling. So I was saying, like, I don't feel bad about taking down the decorations or whatever. Like last year we had just moved in and we had people in town, and it felt like, I was like, dang, it went too fast. But I was like, nah, I'm Christmased out. Like, I'm cool. I can wait until next year. I am fulfilled. I am satisfied. Great holiday. It was good. Yeah, had some family in town, hung out. Time off work is always great. And now I'm recharged, man. I'm excited. I mean, I bought some new pins. That's what I get excited about. I was getting my oil change, and this guy had a pen. I was like, man, that's a real nice pen. And he told me what it was. Tool, T-U-L. Real nice. That thing just glided. So I bought 2 of those. Very excited. What else did I get? I got a Sam's Club gift card. I don't have a Sam's Club membership, but we'll figure that out. We got that little battery thing. Those batteries that you can charge the car with. Like, and you can charge your phone, but it's like one of those nice batteries. Good for camping too. So excited about that. And that's pretty much it that I can think of. Some gift cards, some, little tangible stuff, but nothing like huge. But I'm at that point where, I'm just all about families getting together and have a good time. The gifts and all that, can do without it. So that was my holidays. Hope everyone had a good one. I do understand that at this time of the year, while we're all at our highs, there are some people at their lows of lows, may have lost family members, may deal with depression, or because, your life might not be where you want it, and you see everybody's gives. So I completely understand. So I hope whatever was a good day for you, however that looks, I hope you had that. Holiday recap. Rest is important. I'm going to make a talking head video about that to go more in detail. So that'll be dropping also before the new year ends. But yes, get some rest. The Tory Lanez verdict finally came to an end. And they found him guilty. He could face the maximum sentence up to 22 years in prison and possible deportation back to Canada. Now, when this first dropped back in July of 2020, when this first happened in July of 2020, I was still doing my other podcast, and we discussed it like everybody else. What's going on? And then the stories started conflicting, and then that's when I knew to back away, right? I knew to back away from it because there was too many unknown variables. There was too much. It was too murky. So at that point, it would be irresponsible for me, who's not at the ground level, who knows nobody involved, to continue speaking on it. So I haven't spoken on it since that last podcast. And contrary to most people, you have, the men that was defending Tory saying y'all trying to put another black man through the system. Rock Nation is conspiracy theory, setting them up. And then, of course, the women was like, what does it take for y'all to believe black women? Like, it has to go through all this. Like, she was shot at the end of the day. She's not on trial. She's a victim. And these are all facts. It's just misplaced. Like, yeah, Tory Lanez, the black man, they get shafted in the penal system. But, I mean, this is different, right? And, you can't really throw that card for him. Like, he was there. Apparently he did it. Now they're, this morning they're dropping audio from his jail call. They're dropping body cameras from the ambulance. And people are like, why y'all wait until now? It's like, it's funny how so many people watch all these court shows and don't understand that you cannot drop this stuff before, because you sway jurors and you sway media. You got to give a fair trial. So now they're saying that this is the stuff that was played in front of the jurors that played into why they made the decision they made. I would assume that's why it's coming out now. But people were invested in it. And now you got people saying, apologize, black women, black men. And yes, in this case, the women are right. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was shot. I don't read to and follow too much of the entertainment industry to be thinking about Illuminatis and Rock Nation and conspiracy theories. They're trying to ruin them. I don't. So you can argue that all you want, right? I don't get enough into that to even go that route. But from a surface level, she was shot. She shouldn't have been shot. the evidence. I didn't follow the case because, again, there's no point at this point, right? It's real life stuff. My opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. They found them guilty. But what I was going to say, it's just unfortunate because it just seems like whether it's planned, whether it's conspiracy, or whether it's just timing, like everything's going good. And then you have the incident with Deion Sanders, where you got us going against us, calling him, a sellout and calling him this, and he ain't doing nothing. And it's just like, and I'm watching that now, the doc on Prime, Amazon Prime. And it's like, y'all owe him an apology. I made that video saying, spoke my piece about it, but it's like what he's doing, like putting on restaurants, putting on training staff, putting on players for the NILs. And like, he's literally made it to where everybody that was involved in that season is getting there. Like the coaches. It's such a beautiful thing. And it was tainted by, is he a sellout? Is he a coon? It's just like, why, we're going at each other. And then this Tory Meg is black women versus black men. That's all you see. There's debates. And it's just like, I would hope in 2023, bro, my one wish is that the black man against black woman debates have to just cease, man. Because I feel like that's all that is being discussed. Like, we have brilliant minds. We have brilliant ideas and more things that we could discuss. And people just get on with platforms or with their social media or whatever goes viral and is, who cheat the most? Black women. How come black men don't do this? Black men did out their race. Black women don't do this. I'm not submissive. I'm not doing this. You live with this. A black man should pay for this. And then man, and it's just like, and then they just argue. Fuck y'all hoes think y'all this and y'all need to do this. And it's just, and now this. Y'all trying to send the black man and Meg lying, bitch, her album flopped. That's why she was, and it's just like, and we're just going to end this year bickering at each other about nothing. It's never anything like majorly important. It's just like, I can't even explain it because I try not to even get involved with it, but it's just always, I got scared, but I moved some equipment around. So this little piece right here, you can't see it unless you're watching the video. I thought this was the outlet from the mixer to the lab. I was like, bro, if I recorded this. Anyway, yeah, I just don't like it. So that was another reason why I didn't discuss it. And I'm not going to make a video of it because all it's going to do is just breed just pointless debates. Like, he's found guilty. Keep it pushing. That was what once it became back, I was just like, yo, let me know when it's done. It's done. He's found guilty. Yeah, his music's great. Cool. He's a great artist. He's found guilty. They found him guilty. And they're going to sentence him, I think, in January or something. That's the end of it. Leave it alone, man. But, yeah. Oh, and I think the most unfortunate thing about all this was you forget when it happened. It happened in July 2020. You should have been home. You should have been home. We shut down in March 2020 last year. I remember we literally threw a party for our 30th birthday, my wife's 30th birthday, and our 10-year anniversary. And then the next day, the entire country shut down. March 19th or 20th, I believe. You should have been home. April, May, June. That's 4 months later. Y'all out at parties shooting. Like, you should have been home. You shouldn't even have been outside in the first place. That's what sucks about all this. For both. She would never got shot. He would never, go to jail. Got sentenced during Christmas. Couldn't see his kids. All that stuff. It's unfortunate what he did, but it's still people that suffer, like his children, and around the holidays. So unfortunate for all parties involved, but they came to a decision, and that's the decision. The last thing I want to discuss before I get out of here is, let me get some Gatorade. Ooh. It's the new Kool-Aid, the adult Kool-Aid, Gatorade. It's a commercial. It's New Year's prep. And I was thinking about this because people get a bad rap about New Year's resolutions, right? It's became the thing to make fun of people. Oh, here come the New Year's resolutioners in the gym, or they're going to start eating right. And I joked about that too. I'll admit it. I got on that train of making fun of people. But then I realized, I was like, one, you can't laugh at someone or make fun of people who are constantly trying to give effort, who are constantly trying to make change. And if they decide to use the new year, as like a rebirth, then that's on them. Let them have it. I think the only issue is that and I've said this before, do not assume that because the calendar year changed that everything's going to get better, because this comes to accountability. As I've said before, you have to hold yourself accountable. If you don't build habits or discipline or consistency in 2022, when January 1st come up, you still going to wake up being that undisciplined, unmotivated person. It's not a magic trick. There's no wizardry that, new year, you get to be who you got to work at it. So yeah, it's dope. Write down. I haven't been in the gym consistently since late August. And my reasoning for that was because I was trying to figure out this. And so when I would go to the gym, only thing in my head is like, I need to get back home and do this or do this. And so I was like, cool, I'm not doing anything else until I figure out this. And this meaning like a system of releasing content, like a whole entire schedule, a system of how I want to operate. Because without it, I was going throughout that earlier in the year of just making stuff to just go. I was just like, let's just make this to blow up. But it becomes tiring, and it becomes, you get what's the thing? Without any direction, you get burnt out quick, because you're just like, there's no direction. We're not working towards anything. I'm just making content, and you're becoming slave to the numbers or to the people, and you don't want that. So I was like, let me get a schedule. Let me figure out something. Whatever, without explaining too much. And that's what I did. So I'm like, perfect. End of the year, did a lot of content from Thanksgiving to Christmas with my new schedule. Took about 6 days off, enjoyed the holidays, mentally decompressed, wasn't caught up in the numbers or checking my notifications or comments. And now I'm revived, got my schedule, and I was like, cool, January 1st. Was that a Sunday, Saturday? Hitting up the gym, and, I'm going to do my thing. But that's me using the new year as a start point, but bringing in all type of discipline and all type of great habits. So that's what I'm saying. If you're going to prep for this, you got 2 days left, or it should have started before, but understand that you're still going to have to work. You're going to have to test yourself. You're going to have to hold yourself accountable. You're going to have to look in that mirror and admit that, hey, the reason why X isn't happening is because of you. It's because of what you're not doing. It's because of what I'm not doing. And that's not to down yourself. That's to actually give yourself the answers you're looking for. Because a lot of people sitting there like, I don't know, like I'm trying everything and it never works, and I do this, and then it's like, you know what the answer is? You. Really, you don't have to tell anybody else, but tell yourself the truth for once. Stop lying to yourself and tell yourself the truth that, hey, you don't go as hard as you should. You don't spend that free time where you should. You F off a lot of your free time. Be honest with yourself. The quicker you're honest with yourself, the quicker you'll find the answers to your solutions. Go figure, right? So yeah, if you want to start prepping to eat right, I want to do a 90-day thing. I'm going to eat right and work out, try to get shredded. You know what I'm saying? That's always my goal. I'm going to try it. I'm going to shoot for it. Taking the same abilities and the habits that I've implemented onto this now how disciplined and consistent I am with this. And now I'm going to try to translate it back to the gym. And I even might start running again next year. I ran like almost 300 some miles, and I was up to like 600 miles on that Nike app from 2020, about 2021 for the pandemic. So I think I might start back running. That was very therapeutic. I got a lot of thoughts when I ran. I ran with no music, just in my head, but I would come up with all type of ideas and thoughts. And like, I think I might get back to that, but that's what I'm doing. So write it down, do everything you want to do, get ready, but understand that it's going to take more than just because it's January 1st. It's going to take some real work and some real dedication, but I'm rooting for you. Like I say, I no longer make fun of people who, even if they decide to do the new year, their brain is always going like, I want to make something better. Because that's where it starts. I would rather you be a person that says, I want to be better. I want to try something new. I want to chase after something, than somebody is just like, hey man, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter. I don't care. Like, I would rather you have optimism. I would rather you have that than to just not care. So I'm not making fun. I know we're going to see a bunch of those videos because it's low hanging fruit, and that's what a lot of people do. I'm not one of them. So I'm hoping for the best for you. I hope this is the year you turn it around. I hope this is the year that those goals that's always have evaded you, I hope you finally catch them. I hope if you're a content creator, your content blows up. I hope that if you're acting, if you're doing makeup, if you're whatever dream, whatever you're getting into, and I mean this, I have no ill will. I don't even know who I'm talking to. I hope you kill it. I hope you crush it. I hope you change your lives, your family lives. People around you see you like, wow, this person changed. Maybe I should change. And because it all helps everybody. If we can get our stuff together and then we can inspire those around us and then they inspire, now you just got a world full of inspired people. That's called being being optimistic. I kept saying optimism. That's called being optimistic. And that's what I am. And also a realist. I'm a mix of everything. I'm a human being. That's what I say, right? So yeah, I hope for everything. Hope everybody have a safe new year. I hope you make it to the new year. No dumb decisions this weekend. No illegitimate babies, no abortions, no plan Bs. Just a great 2022. End it safe with your family or whoever makes you the happiest. I hope that's who you're with when that ball drops. And I will see y'all. I was about to say the other side. That sounds like I'm about to die, though. I will see y'all in 2023. Thank you for listening. WhoGotTheAux.com. Full audio episodes. WhoGotTheAux, one word. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. WhoGotTheAux_ Twitter. I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate everybody that follow, that comment, that debated, that talk crap. I don't care. Like, I just need y'all to know that. Like, I just talk to people because I like to talk to people, whether it's good or bad. So I appreciate it all. And yes, can't wait for next year, man. I'm super excited, and I hope you're super excited about next year, too. I will see y'all at the next episode. I'm out of here.